10 things I tell my younger self. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's go back. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gen X Unfiltered, the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hi, Steve and Eric. You look like you were falling asleep there.
No, he's rubbing my eyes.
What's up, everybody?
I'm awake so far.
What's up, bros?
Oh boy, try again. This
Damn
catchphrase
it.
failed.
No, that
try
didn't work,
again
yeah.
next week.
All right, well, it's my new bit. I'm just going to keep trying to. One of them has to stick.
Yeah, and just keep going.
All
One of
right.
them will stick at some point.
What up, bros?
T-bone.
What up, bros is not it,
No,
apparently.
no.
So 10 things I tell my younger self. There's a lot. We have a list of 10 that, there's a million things we can tell our younger self, but these are sort of the most poignant. And then I have a whole list of kind of little, little phrases that.
Yeah,
We're getting a little introspective today.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it's one of those things like there's so many things I wish I could go back and just be like, girl, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think it's the biggest thing, right? A lot of things that you think are a massive deal when you're younger, with a little time and perspective, you realize they weren't that big.
Yeah.
Of a deal.
You realize what you think is important isn't so important. Stuff
Yeah.
that you think isn't important is important.
Yeah.
And it's not even so much that, like, you'll see with these examples. So, like, it's more just like, okay, so number one, nothing turns out how you plan. You can spend your time planning every little step of every possible scenario, and you'll still probably never be prepared enough. You'll have so much fun if you learn to roll with it, which I think is a big thing.
Yeah. Oh,
for sure.
think I still struggle with stuff like that.
Especially, I
know.
feel like, when you're kind of hitting that, like, you finish school, you're out in the real world type of thing. You have this image of this, like, perfect career you're going to get, and, like, this life you're going to lead. But just because it may not go to how you, wrote it in your little journal doesn't mean it's not bad.
No, it's true. When you're younger, you have like this roadmap in your mind of how your life's going to go.
Yeah.
And, very rarely, I think there's actually like pan out exactly how you plan it.
No.
And
No.
And that's okay.
Well, because I think you think you can control what's going to happen in your
You
life,
literally
and
can't.
you realize you have no control.
Yeah.
All you can control is how you react to things, but
Yeah.
good things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, everything in between. You just got to roll with it. Like,
Well-
that's all you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it sucks, but
You can do things to, put the odds in your favor a little more.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the outcome is a lot of times out of your control.
yeah, you can do everything right and everything wrong either way, and
Yeah.
you're still in the same
And
spot.
I think looking through this list really quickly while you guys were just talking, I think a lot of these, like, yes, I would definitely tell my younger self because then maybe I wouldn't be so riddled with anxiety as an adult.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
also, I feel like they still translate well into, where we are now and
Yeah,
continue
yeah.
to go.
Well,
Because
Absolutely. Like ideally, we got some time left in this world.
Yeah,
So
well, and I think anyone who thinks they've figured out this world or this life is
Yeah.
fooling themselves.
I also-
Whether
for
you're
sure.
25, 45, or
Yeah.
but I don't think
85.
I don't think life is meant to be figured out.
no.
Like, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, we all want to know where we're going to be in 20 years because there's a sense of comfort in that, right? I'm going to be okay, or,
Yeah.
and especially when you're going through super shitty times, it's like you want that confirmation that, in a year it'll be okay. Because in the moment you're like, I'm never going to be okay. Like, this is the worst.
are you saying
Yeah.
life has no meaning?
No, don't say it. But I just,
Oh my
I don't
God,
think,
I'm having an existential crisis.
no, but I just don't think that life's meant to be figured out.
No, it's what's that saying? It's not the destination, it's the journey.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to be enjoying what's going on right now, because if you're always looking at when I get to this point, it'll be good. When I get to
Yeah.
this point, it'll be good. When I get to this point, it'll be good. You're always just going to
Yeah.
that next point, and you're never enjoying
The moment.
where you're at.
Right
All
now.
right. Number
Yeah.
2, being your authentic self is scarier, but more fulfilling than trying to fit in. So much of your time and energy is spent trying to make people like you, people who
Mhm.
you don't even actually relate to or care about. The ones who are your people will accept you for who you are. So I feel like this relates to, like, I would like to tell my, like, high school self that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Any
yeah.
any youngins out there,
Yeah.
listen up.
Yeah.
Be
Oh, absolutely.
yourself,
Yeah.
because you know what? You will find your people.
Oh,
You
yeah.
will find your people, and you will like them for who they are, and they will like you for who you are. And the people that don't like you, it's okay, because there's probably people that you don't like either.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even a good example, like us doing what we're doing here right now. We're just talking,
Mhm.
being who we are. There's going to
Yeah.
be some people that see it, and hey, how you guys doing watching? We appreciate listening, who dig it, which is awesome. There's going to be like, who the fuck are these three idiots? Which
And
is
that's
fine
cool
too,
too.
That's
right?
fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we
You
kind
know?
of know we're just going to do what we want to do, and hopefully it resonates with some people because we have
Yeah.
fun doing it. But
But
If
I
it
would
doesn't,
never,
That's okay too.
Yeah.
I would never have done this, like, in my 20s. I was and I am not like, let's be real. I am not the most secure person even as an adult, but I am a lot more secure now as an adult than I was at 20. Like there's no way I would be too afraid of like looking ugly on camera. I would think I look fat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, yes, I have those moments, but ultimately like this is me. This is me.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I'm probably the same thing. Yeah. I don't know if I would have, at 20 been like into it or, whatever. But yeah, it probably meant, you get too self-conscious and caught up in that stuff and it's easy to do. But yeah, you just realize it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks of you.
Yeah.
Doesn't, I mean,
if I was on a podcast like in my 20s, it'd be super impressive because I'd be like 15 years ahead of the game.
I know. Well, no, but but I mean, like, I used to be like, I didn't like to be like,
No, but to be on, regardless of the platform, you're talking about putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
I know, I get it.
And like I said, especially in high school, just all the time spent being sad or worried or stressed because, different people you perceived didn't like you or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's a lot of wasted energy when you think about it. All the energy you spend trying to get people to like you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot easier when you find people that you just fit in with your tribe, whatever you want to call them, right?
You will find those people. I promise you will find them.
Oh, they're out there and you will find, exactly.
Yeah.
And all right. Number 3. Not everyone is going to like you or your work. It's not personal. This one I still struggle with today though. I mean, I don't think that's changed for me. I wish I could have convinced myself that was not true. I think as humans, there's primal need to want people to like you. That's just what it is.
I think everybody
but the difference
has that.
The difference is if it's debilitating, right? Like if you are putting your own self-worth on what you think people think of you, then that's when it's like not great.
No, and like I said, I think everyone wants to be liked and stuff like that, but there's people that put too much onus on it or try to change themselves too much to get people like where you're not living or doing stuff you enjoy or whatever because you think it's
for sure.
I think
people aren't going to enjoy that. You're just going to not do stuff.
I think where I've grown is that although to the core, of course, I want everybody to like me.
Yeah.
But where I've grown is like, you know what? I don't even need everybody to like me. Just let's respect each other. So whether it's people you work with, whether it's people you go to school with, whether it's people that you are quote unquote forced to be around because they're not your chosen people.
You can be civil with people you don't like.
Just be respectful. That's it. Like, you know, you don't have to tell people that they're whatever. Just
it's the golden rule, right?
Yeah.
Treat people like you want to be treated. That's sort of, if everyone did that, this world would be a lot better place.
Treat me like dirt. I'm a sadist.
And I guess you could go back to like the high school era where like, oh my God, that was just like the top of the priority is making sure that, everybody liked you. And,
well, you're so worried about trying to, it's the same thing. You kind of realize you spend so much time worrying that, are they going to like me? What do I have to do to fit in? But you realize everyone else is thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
everyone's just trying to, everyone's so caught up in their own thoughts. No one's thinking about you.
No.
They're all worried about themselves. They're having the same thoughts about you. They're having them themselves.
It's true. Everyone's in their own head.
Yeah. So everyone's just too worried about themselves to really think about anyone else in the end.
So your number 4 is your experience and skills are valuable. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Look, everybody has skills and assets and attributes that are valuable. Maybe it's a case of you haven't found the right path to be able to express or show those skills to the full extent. I think that's a lot of it. People end up going into jobs because it's just was the job they came, but it's not really where, I mean, look, like, I do a job that I think I'm okay at, but like, is it?
Yeah. Well, I think.
I lost my train of thought, but it's just one of the
I think a lot of
picking up quick.
I'm trying to. I think a lot of people are like that, where they have a job that they like, maybe they don't like, but it's not something that they're passionate about. It's not something that they aspire to do. It's just you got that job for whatever reason, and you're just kind of there going through the motions.
But I think that also too, like, just don't let anybody. I mean, people can say what they want to say, but don't let anybody ever make you feel like something that you are proud of isn't something to be proud of.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's, you can put a 1,000-piece puzzle together in 25 minutes. That's still a skill. Be proud.
If it's something that you enjoy doing, there's value in it.
Yeah, or
exactly.
if it's something as simple as like you're just a kind person, you're a good listener. Like, don't let anybody try to convince you that that's not it, because we all need to prop ourselves up more and celebrate those things that we're proud of ourselves for.
Yeah. No, it's easy. Exactly. It's easy for someone to put someone else down. No one knows what everyone's going through or doing.
No,
so
and I mean,
appreciate your gifts.
Look, the three of us aren't sitting here on our high horse to be like we're the most perfect human beings that have never said something bad about people.
Absolute God, no.
But I mean, you know, especially younger, like we all say stupid shit when we're younger just to kind of like for whatever, but like, oh my gosh, just now definitely more cognizant of it, but I just feel bad if I say something bad about somebody.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Eric was confused where I was
a little confused for a
second. I didn't understand where you're going either. Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't think it was that confusing. No. But no, okay, I'm just saying like I'm like, we're not perfect people. We have said bad things about people. We have done things that aren't kind. We all have. Everybody has. We are all human.
Everyone does something stupid. And I'm sure I know I will again in the future. We all.
People say stupid things in moments of jealousy and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No,
but
exactly.
No. But I was just saying. So like, you know, for anybody out there who thinks that we're trying to say we're perfect, we're not. I'm just saying that we all. No. Which one were we at? Oh my God.
We're at number 4.
There is no right way to do most things with your life. Go to college, get married, have kids, excel at your career, be successful, make lots of money. It's hammered into your brain that these things are supposed to look a certain way, but really it looks different for everyone, and discovering those priorities makes life beautiful. Every single one of us, I'm gonna guarantee the three of us had parents that when we were in high school, it was, you're gonna go to college or university.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that, especially growing up, like that was just like, if you didn't go to college or university, like you were like that kid.
Yeah, it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely not. Yeah, it was like everyone was supposed to go to some sort of secondary.
I was one of those.
Post-secondary.
I went to college because I did. Friggin' 18 years old. I had no idea. I wasn't one of those people that was like, I'm going to be a doctor, a lawyer, like teacher, passion.
I knew what I knew the things that I'd like to do, but I didn't know what.
It's such a hard thing to ask a kid at like 17, 18 years old. Like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Now go get trained for that in school.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Spend thousands and potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on what you want to do, to do it.
Here's the thing. Unless you want a career where you need a education, like lawyer, teacher, doctor, like those careers where you need an education.
Yeah.
I don't like, if you don't want to go to university or college, like, and you have another path in life, like you're young, just try. That's when it's go travel, try like, you know, being a server for 2 years in Australia, go like just experience life, because there's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't like to have regrets. I mean, we all do. But like I didn't do any of those young early 20s things.
That's one of the benefits of being young, right? Like time is on your side. You can try different things and fail at different things and still be in a spot where you'll be okay.
Yeah. Because the biggest problem is as you get older, it's not so much that you can't take those risks anymore. It's just because you have more responsibilities,
you have more
right? And it makes it way harder. You can still do it. It's just way harder.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, when you're like 19, right out of school, out of high school,
well, you're not paying rent or a mortgage or car or anything like that.
So you can afford to be like, hey, I'm going to try and do a stand-up comedian or go overseas for a year or whatever. Yeah. I think people should do that more.
I think people should.
I think it's in the UK they do that. They call it like their gap year.
Yeah, they have the gap year, and
which is just you need that, like just to kind of.
Well, I think that more and more people are doing that now. I just know from our experience in high school, it was very much like.
No, it was it was definitely like, you know, I remember like guidance counselors and stuff being like, so what are your
it was
what are your plans?
I remember taking like those like aptitude tests, the whole class
it was
doing
very much the like assumption that if you didn't go to school after high school, you would kind of amount to nothing.
Yeah.
That was it. They never said that, but that was basically
kind of like, if you want any sort of career, you have to do it.
Even the whole like back then too, like. Well, you have to get married. You have to go to school. Then after school, then you can get married. And then after you're married, you can have a baby.
Yeah. That's like these steps in the order you do things in.
Don't live, you know, you usually didn't live together before marriage. But I mean, I know people did, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, it was very much.
Do whatever they wanted, but
I know, but I'm saying it was very much you get engaged, get married, move in together, have a baby.
Yeah. That was the roadmap. Yeah, exactly. And then it was like, you know, you raise those kids, then they have kids, and
that's all kind of falling off the rails now, because a lot of, you know, kids are like, well, I can't afford school, and if I can afford school, I can't get a job, and if I get a job, I can't afford a house. So it's now we're like, it's some interesting times right now where kids are kind of like,
I also
and the internet changed everything too, where it's like I can go on TikTok and make $1 million.
But I was also just thinking of like the path of life of like, you know, they get married, whatever. But now it's definitely a lot more, quote unquote, acceptable to live how you want to live. Like there's lots of people who aren't getting married.
No.
Cool. Good on you. But they have babies. Who cares? You're in a loving relationship. You're going to raise that baby.
It's not so
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everyone's like, oh, what's a baby at a wedlock? Oh, dear God.
Well, because you have to think.
Like, whatever. The kid happy, you're happy? Cool.
Well, because you have to think when we were kids, our parents grew up in a time where that was super like, you know, 50s and 60s. You ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think some of the biggest changes I can think of in the last like 20, 30 years is like, instead of like you try to fit into the mold of what society thinks you should do, more people are doing what they feel is best for themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I remember my mom, when my mom got married, she was like 21 or something. Yeah. But my parents, for whatever reason, they waited 5 years to have their first kid.
Whoa.
In the 70s. Like, that's crazy time. Like, people were like, what's wrong with you? Like, because, you know, back then you got married and it was like 9 months later that baby's popped out.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom was like, people were like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
No,
but my parents did live their life. They traveled. I mean, they weren't like crazy world, but they had a trailer. They would go camping. They went across
that's
Canada.
What you're supposed to do. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, 21 versus 26, whatever you're saying. Like,
that's not a big deal.
No.
21's pretty young.
Yeah.
To, you know, whatever. Yeah. So no, but that's a problem. You try and live to other people's expectations.
Yeah.
You just do shit. And then then it's cool. You do that. Then you're 40 being like, what the fuck did I do?
I lived someone else's life.
Yeah, like I'm happy that you have a family or a kid, whatever, but I missed out on a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to do.
All right. Love is something you should never be afraid to give. This is, I need a lesson on this because I am very much, I would like, obviously I don't think I really mean it, but like I feel like I mean it, but it's a really sad state. But I always say like, oh, you guys are so confused.
I just don't know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I always say like I would rather just not love so I love dogs and I had a dog and he died. Okay. He betrayed me by dying. Just kidding. But I always say I would rather just never love another dog again than to have to feel the pain of him dying.
No, I totally
get it. You guys are always like, that's so horrible.
No, I mean, I get it, but what are you missing out on?
I know.
Like, it's just a really sad, stupid way to live,
exactly.
in my opinion.
That's the flip side of that coin, right? It's like,
you're taking the easy way.
Well, I agree, but tell myself not to feel that way, because that's just how I feel.
I get it, but I'm just saying, I think, it's the easy way to do it.
Well, of course,
be like, I don't want to be sad anymore, so I'm just not going to feel anything.
Of course.
Happy or sad, and it sucks. I've lost pets too, and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's like losing a member of the family.
It's even worse sometimes because it's just that's such a different relation. You just love these little fur balls, and they love you back, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's awful. But
well, even like
for that 10, 12, 14, 15, maybe 20 years of
obviously
life,
I know in practical sense that's not a good mindset to have. I'm just saying in my irrational sense, that's like, my immediate thing is like, nope, I can't feel that pain again, so why put myself through that?
No, I know. I'm saying it's a sad way to live.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. So just don't be afraid to love anything, whether it's a person, a pet, anything. Just love it, and it'll bring you more joy than the sadness.
You're never gonna look back and be like, oh man, I really regret having that dog.
No.
All those good times were terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I hated loving that little thing and all the fun times we had together.
But hold on a second. I feel like you're being very crass and devalid, whatever the word is. You're ignoring the fact that this is like a real struggle I have. I don't want to be like this.
No, I know. But
and just by kind of just saying like it's a stupid way to live. It's hard because I don't want to be like this.
I know it's not. I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunately, it's your cross to bear or figure out. But I'm just saying, I think it is very sad that's
sad. I agree, but stupid. I think it's harsh.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay, no, I apologize for that, but it's sad. I don't think it's a good way to.
It's not. Definitely not. I don't want to.
All these little animals out there that need a good home.
Yeah, but sometimes I've found myself like that with people sometimes. Like, it's weird, and it's not like just when I kind of get in whatever mind space I'm in, but it's like, everybody's had losses of loved ones, and it's like, well, if I just don't keep so many people close to me, then I don't have to like deal with the sadness all the time.
Yeah.
It's not great.
So you isolate yourself instead of having to feel something.
Yeah.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's people do different things, but I don't think it's a good way to
So apparently
do it.
Well, I'm fully admitting it's not healthy. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like but it's a protection of some sort for me. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, we'll move on.
So will you be getting a dog?
Shut up, Eric. You get a dog and I'll babysit it, and then I don't have I'll love it because it's a dog.
But then I'll be enabling the cross.
That's right.
The cross you're bearing.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We have to help you leap across your fears.
Okay, quality over quantity. Work, friends, clothes, time, food. Yeah. I mean, I look. I'm gonna say that for friends. Definitely looking back, and if I could tell my younger self. Like, yes, even at the time I had a core group of like the people that I would like are my friends. But remember, you would have all these like what you call like acquaintances that kind of just filled space, but really didn't do anything for your life. They were just like there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also like a sense of pride that you would be sitting at school and you'd have like 10 people around you. Like, I know that sounds weird. Whereas now it's like, look, like I have a very small circle of very close friends that, those are the people that you call in the middle of the night if you needed something or bailed out of jail or whatever.
No, exactly.
I can count on one hand and I'm okay with that.
Oh, absolutely. I think, as you get older, your friends that you had follow along the wayside, not
well, you change and
for
grow.
real reason, but people grow and and it's just the way it is. But I think people, it's like looking at look how many Facebook friends I have or whatever. It's like,
I don't actually have 500 friends.
No.
Yeah, but it's like, exactly. You have the people that are close to you and that's all that matters.
But even in like real life, like and I hate to use this as an excuse, but it's just real life. We're all busy. Everybody has jobs and some people have kids and houses and things that they have to take care of in life. So you don't have the mental space to forge or keep track of 25 friendships. And people do. I'm not saying that's bad.
No, everyone
but
has their own.
For me, I don't thrive on that. Like, I just want that handful of people that I know I have their back, they have my back, well, I guess you call them, they turn into family.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just part of the family.
No,
right?
that's exactly what it is. Yeah, but I think as you get older, you just kind of your sort of friendship circle narrows down, and you have your sort of ride or dies. And,
exactly. It's just kind of how life goes. Right? People they have they go their own way, and some people are in your life forever, and some people are in your life for a season or two.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're there for a reason.
Or there's friends that you have that you just kind of you're friends with, but you see them every couple of months, maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years or something like that. You just kind of reconnect and you're friends, but not like super like tight. And it's just everyone has their different waves.
But I think you're right. But I think to hone in on this topic or this headline of quality, it's just more like, for me, I guess at this stage of my life, I just don't have a lot of acquaintances. I just have my friends, and then obviously people you're at work with.
I would even not even just family and friends, but even stuff. Quantity over quality.
Oh yeah,
quality over quantity by far.
I mean, I'm better at that. I'm still a girl who likes a good deal. So if I have $100, I'd rather get as much as I can for $100 than one good item. But no, I mean, I think that's true in some cases.
No, I know for me, I'm definitely that way. I'd rather spend spend some more money on a good pair of shoes and have them for 5-10 years than buy 10 pairs of shoes that's true. And
that last for a couple months.
So I think quality over quantity is a good way to live your life and friends, family, but I think in stuff as well.
Yeah.
Well, because you got to think about it. Your social time is valuable, right? So you want to spend it with quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at me making a...
Look at the connection you just made right there.
That's right.
All right.
Very good.
We're going to take a quick little camera break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. That was 0.2 seconds for you, but about 5 minutes for us.
Quick commercial break.
We're back.
Back and ready to go.
All right, number 8. Nobody is as critical of you as you are of yourself, and no one is scrutinizing every move you make like you do to yourself. Honestly, they're more concerned with themselves, so why expend so much energy on it? God, if I could tell my teenage self this. I mean, I'm guilty of this now, but teenage self? Oof. Why am I spending an extra hour in the morning trying to make sure my hair is perfect because maybe that person will, look at it and laugh at it? They don't care. They're worried about their own hair.
No, and that's everyone's so caught up in their own. And that's the thing, it's easy to overthink. Oh, this person's thinking this, or what are they thinking about me about that? It's like they're thinking the same thing about themselves.
Yeah.
I just had this
It's really easy to spin when you overthink.
I just had this flash in my head of high school. And for me, I remember this. Does your high schools have cafeterias?
Yep.
So at my school, because again, I was like not a popular kid. I was just sort of there. But I remember no matter what, even like in the later grades of high school, I used to find walking into the cafeteria so intimidating because the way ours was, you had to walk across this like big empty space before you got to the tables. And in my head, I literally pictured every single person in that cafeteria turning around and looking at me. Nobody was looking at me.
No, absolutely. Of course
but
not.
Like
They're too busy thinking about
every
themselves.
time I'd be like, oh my God, they're staring at me. Oh, it's like, do I have toilet paper stuck to my shoe? Oh my God. Like, and just, I can feel the feeling.
Yeah.
No, exactly. And that's the way the brain works. You're thinking that, but that person sitting there is too busy thinking about the test they think they're going to fail, or they're worried about the parents getting mad at them, or their kids,
or
someone liking them,
or the girl they like, they like them back, all that stuff, right?
Everyone's sitting there thinking about their own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know, but it's easy. I know everyone gets that same thing. You think, oh, they're all talking about me. They're they're looking at me. What's going on? But it's like, no, they're just thinking about whatever's going on in their head.
Exactly.
This one's really funny, and it kind of, I would assume, maybe applies mostly to the females. I don't know.
Okay.
Excuse me, I had a hiccup. I just think this is a really light one, which makes it funny.
Okay.
You absolutely do not need to wash your hair every day. I know you think you do, but soon you will enjoy going up to a week on one wash, and the time saved getting ready is astounding. Look, if there's anything as an adult that I have learned, is that the amount of time as a teenager I spent making sure I got up every morning to wash my hair, to dry my hair. This was before hair straighteners, but to tease whatever the case was. Oh my God, could have been so well rested.
Yeah.
Because now as an adult, I mean, sometimes you go on those, dry shampoo is the greatest invention ever. But sometimes you go on those days where it's like, probably should have washed my hair, and my 14-year-old self would never leave the house like this. But it's like, girl, nobody, I'm the only, I've saved so much time in my life not having, there are days I do.
Well,
but
they say, isn't it bad to wash your hair?
There's all these like
damages and stuff.
Well, no, there's all these controversial things that you can train your hair, but I've heard you can't. But either way, nobody cares if you're on day 3 hair, unless you have bugs crawling at you. Even then, live your life.
Unless you're like,
but live your life. But I'm just saying, like, when I feel like my hair is disgusting and greasy, I guarantee, I've had people at work, like this one girl, she has beautiful hair, and she was like, oh my God, my hair is so dirty, I need to wash it so bad. And I was like, you look like you just came from the salon with a blowout. Are you kidding me? But I just remember that, and I'm thinking like, okay, so when my hair is really greasy, people.
Well, I know a few times before we've done one of these, you're like, oh, my hair looks so greasy. But I'm like, your hair looks no different than it has any other time when we've shot something. So.
And you know what? We have oil in our scalp. Our hair's going to get greasy.
You're like me, just have no hair and wear a hat and problem solved.
I should.
Does the full wash come into play here? Is that what it's called?
No, everything shower.
The everything shower.
Oh my God.
I saw this on TikTok, and you were talking about it too.
I had to explain this to Steve and Eric one day, the everything shower.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was a thing.
So listen, this is the thing. Like back in my 20s, an everything shower would probably happen every day because you just felt like you need to. Now, girl, lucky if that happens once a week. Everything shower is a commitment. It's like an hour.
Are you going to explain what an everything shower
everything
is?
Shower. I am. I'm getting there.
Okay. No,
everything shower is when you. So for girls, really quickly, there is a couple of stages of shower. There's the body shower where you're just in and out, wash the body before you go to work. Life moves on. Then you have the shower where you have to wash your hair. So you do the body wash your hair.
Yep.
That's, obviously a little longer.
Yeah.
Then you have the everything shower. The everything shower is where you exfoliate, you shave everything you need to shave, you scrub everything you need to scrub, you put oils on, you put body wash on, you wash your hair, you deep condition your hair. Like, it is a thing.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh my God, girls have like car wash stages of showers. Like
literally.
Like the car wash has like standard, deluxe, ultra.
Yes.
For car washes, girls do the same thing.
Why don't I just say that? That would be so relatable to men.
Yeah,
I'm doing the ultra.
I get it now. Standard, deluxe, or ultra.
Yeah.
Which car wash you doing today?
The ultra happens maybe once a week.
I could see why it's expensive.
And then it's not even expensive, but then the time it takes, but then after that, you got to dry the hair, you got to straighten the hair, you got to Dyson wrap it.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It's so exhausting.
It
and don't get me wrong, when you do that everything shower, you feel damn good because you're like, everything's plucked and shaved and scrubbed and cleaned.
They have like Nair or whatever the hell it is, and then they wash on like hair removers.
Yeah, but Nair's gross. People just I mean, in a
I don't know.
perfect world, just electrolysis it all off.
There
so I
you
know
go.
what to do with it. But it's the body scrub, the exfoliator. Ooh, that skin gets baby soft. Oof. But the thought of it, you got to psych yourself up to it. And I shouldn't, but like most everything showers will happen on like a Sunday. The start of a new week, like you got time to chill.
Yeah, I can't see doing that on a Monday morning.
No, but if we're gonna sum this one up, do the deluxe car wash not every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the standard? Is that what you said?
Yeah, standard, deluxe and ultra.
Yeah, standard's like the everyday. The deluxe is a couple times a week, and then the ultra is like once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. I don't know. It just depends. But anyway, I thought that one was funny. Okay. So younger selves, don't worry and spend so much time. Or if you want to spend time in front of the mirror, do it because you feel good, not because you think you need to look for somebody else. How's that?
There we go.
All right. Every situation is valuable, even the hard ones, especially the hard ones. This was first person narrative, but it says, I never tell you this while you were going through a difficult time, but once you come out the other side, you'll be so much more appreciative. The hard experiences really do make the good ones more vibrant. You have to go through shit to get on the other side.
What's the saying? Calm seas don't make good sailors or something like that?
Oh, that's a good saying. I
like
like that.
Something like that. I don't know if that's exactly it, but it's true.
You gotta go through the hard shit to get to the good shit.
Well, that's how you learn, unfortunately.
It's true.
As much as it sucks, by fucking up, that's how you make a mistake. That's how you figure things out. Talking about like nerfing the edges. How do you learn not to hit your head off the table? Hit your head off the table.
Yeah.
You learn pretty quick. That hurt like hell. I'm not going to do that again.
You never grow if you don't leave your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where, you need to experience failures, and that's how you learn and grow and figure out what does or doesn't work. It sucks, and no one ever wants to hear that, but it's the truth.
I think like failures too, but I also think just in like, other aspects, like hard times, like, losing a pet.
Yeah.
In most normal sane people's brains, not Kelly's brain. That's like, super hard to go through, but then you go into the other side and like, lots of times you have another pet you get to love and blah, blah, blah. But it can be used for like a lot of scenarios in life.
Well, no, that's I saw, I don't know who it was, somebody, whether it was an athlete or someone but it said like there's no failures, either successes or learnings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nothing can be a failure.
There is nothing a failure, you just learn from it, right? And that's the thing. That's the only way to learn, like whether it's when you're a kid learning to walk, to learning to ride a bike, to learning to drive a car, to learning how to do your job, to whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to fall.
You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's how you deal with it and what you learn from it, right? Like that's it.
Exactly.
It sucks and no one wants to hear it and wants to think everyone's going to be perfect and hunky-dory and I'm never going to have any problems, never make mistakes, but
it's going to be an easy road, but no.
Sadly, no, that's not the way it goes.
All right, so there's this other like secondary list of kind of just like quotes, or I don't know what you call them. There's a lot here, but I'm just going to go through and like some of these are
advice.
Like cute, like be yourself. 100%. I know it's really hard. I mean, we're all guilty of not.
It's the funny thing with things like that. Be yourself. It sounds so simple.
It does.
It gets I think that gets easier as you get older, for sure.
So here's the thing: is like I am really, and I think of course, to some degree, you have to, right? Like, so when you're in a workplace, you have to be in a certain role, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like look at people. Like for me, like I am my truest self when I'm around, quote unquote, my people, because that's where you're the most comfortable. They're not going to judge you. And if, you do something stupid, they're going to laugh, but like, it's funny because they're not like judging you for it. They just think you're funny because you tripped over your own feet and, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard in the real world.
Well, but the thing is in the real world, like, I've never once gone to work being like, I wonder if they're going to laugh at what I'm wearing today.
See, I do.
Like I would never think that, and I would I've never seen them at work being like, "What are they wearing?"
Yeah,
it doesn't even cross my mind. Whereas in high school, that was always a thought that you would have, or you would be worried about. Whereas,
these pants are stupid. Or
you get older and you just, this is a funny story. I remember this, just totally random talking about pants. I remember I had these my parents. I was like 9.
Yeah,
my mom had these ugly brown cords. My mom was always insisting I had to wear to school, and I was like, absolutely refused to wear them. One day my mom like just forced me to wear them.
Yeah.
So I was like I know this is gonna go bad. So I snuck a pair of jogging pants in my backpack. So I'm like, I'll wear them, and I get dropped off. I'll wear them, and if someone says something to me or something, I'll change. And then of course my mom's like, I didn't tell her that, but I'd mentioned something about my pants being ugly. She's like, no one's gonna say a word, blah blah blah. the first kid I saw, nice fucking pants, man.
Oh my God.
I went right to the bathroom and changed. I was like, God damn, I knew it.
I knew, Mom, I knew it.
Why did parents used to make
ugly,
us
they were
wear
like ugly, like 70s, like they were just ugly.
But like,
Brown
why
cords,
would parents do that back
I don't know
then?
why, but she
I
was.
don't know.
I just remember that there was like.
I
For
know.
some reason, it was like she was like insistent
here's
that I
the
had
thing.
to wear them to school
Here's
for
the
whatever
thing.
reason.
Yeah.
I was like,
Eric and I know your mom, and that is a very Steve's mom thing, I think.
yeah.
Oh, I think so.
I could see that
I could
happening.
see her like hyperfixating on, you
Yeah.
don't wear these pants.
I don't know why, but she was like adamant that I had to wear them, and I just knew. I'm like, these are ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Well, see,
I'm not
the
going to wear
difference.
them through this. So I'm like, I was smart enough to be like, I needed to take
A backup.
But I couldn't believe it. Like, literally the first person that I saw.
Don't swear again, because we're gonna get yelled at on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube doesn't care.
I know, but just.
But
don't.
anyways, but it was like the first kid I saw.
Yeah.
It's like, son of a bitch.
But this is the difference, right? This is the difference. So, like, you didn't like those pants. You had no interest in those pants. But if for some reason you did like those pants and that kid said that, it sucks because you still would have changed. As a kid, you would have 100%.
It probably would have hurt more if you liked
Yeah.
those pants.
That would have been more,
yeah.
and that's where it's hard. I mean, you feel bad for kids where it's like, just wear what you want. If you want to wear those pants and you like them,
but now, literally, it may hurt or it may sting or it may feel like, oh, damn. But if somebody said, like, your sweater's really ugly, I'd kind of be like, okay, weirdo. Like, why do you care so much? Like, who says that to adults?
Well,
like, you know
that's
what I mean?
thing,
Like,
too. It seems like it's a bigger difference now, too. There would be more of a pushback to someone calling you. Being
like,
the bully.
what's wrong with you? Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you caring about what the pants they want to wear?
But it makes me sad because if you had of liked those pants and you went to school, you would have been, if you had the opportunity, you would have changed or you would have been really sad.
Yeah. Oh, no, if I had been like, oh, these are the coolest pants in the world. And then the first kid you see is like, you look like an idiot. And like,
bubble burst.
And that's what I want to tell that younger self is like, don't let some idiot bully kid make you feel shitty for something that you feel good at.
No, exactly. And that's, you want to tell kids that, be like,
don't
let the haters, because there's
don't
always.
Don't let the haters hate.
Well, they're all out there. Opinions are like a-holes. Everyone's got one and they all stink.
Don't let someone dull your sparkle.
Exactly. All right, here's a couple of fun little quotes. We don't have to like analyze every single one, but I like this one. You can't take back words, choose them wisely. That's super important.
That is a very good one,
Rejection is sometimes redirection. Yeah. Rejection, redirection.
Good. Whether that's good because it's, like jobs, people.
You didn't get that one job. There's a reason because you got a better job or whatever the case may be.
When God closes the door, he opens the window.
Okay. Slow down. That's a good one.
I like slow down.
That's a big one in this day and age.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Not being okay is okay. Being positive is great, but it's also okay to be in a bad mood from time to time. Just don't stay there too long.
Yeah. It's, being positive is great, but you can also venture into toxic positivity where everything's wonderful when it's not.
Yeah, you have to
pretend,
feel
right?
your feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't. It's not great to do it for like a month in bed, you know. But I've heard this trick. If you're really upset or depressed about something, like you give yourself, it's like your job. So you give yourself for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in this bed. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna eat ice cream. I'm gonna watch trash TV. I am gonna sleep. Whatever it is for that 4 hours, you give yourself complete grace to be or do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
And then after that 4 hours, you're like, okay, I did it. Let's move on. I mean, whatever the time frame is.
Yeah. I think a big thing too people recognize lack of sleep and hunger.
Oh yeah.
Those two things can really fuck up your day.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's sorry.
Steve has dropped so many F-bombs in this.
Sorry,
everybody. My gosh. There's
was
children listening. Hopefully not.
No, hopefully not.
No, but the hanger's real.
But no, those two things can really, like, you've got to realize sometimes, like, it's not a bad day. I'm just really tired or I'm hungry. And those kind of things can really screw you up your head.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We're running out of time, so I'm just gonna burn through a couple of these that I think are really good. I just lost it. Laugh a lot multiple times a day. Nothing.
Laughter's the best medicine. It really is.
I watch videos of people falling. Oh my God, it gets me every time.
There's nothing better than like something stupid funny. Yeah.
I actually heard a really cool story about Steve Martin. He starts his day off by laughing. He looks in the mirror and he just laughs hysterically. Yeah. And he says it just puts him in a good mood and starts him off on the right foot.
Yeah. Oh,
nothing feels better than after you have that, like, you want to throw up because you laugh so hard.
Yeah. So that's how he starts every day. He just like gets a good laugh out.
Oh yeah. Especially in this day and age with there's lots of negativity and bring down stuff. Have a good laugh.
Here's another one. Stop worrying about the future. Today is today. Follow your passion. You aren't alone even if you feel alone. Money is not everything.
That's
saying no is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sometimes
And
hard.
I heard a good thing too is people are like, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to say no because, or no, I don't, you know, I'm
You
busy.
don't have to justify your no.
It's like if somebody says, hey, do you want to go for dinner tonight? No. I mean, it sounds rude, but like it can be. I think in most of these, no, but wait, hold on. Let me just restop. I think a lot in the examples I heard were like bosses like, oh, I'm gonna need you to. Can you stay late tonight? No.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's fine. No, just picture like, hey, Eric, you want to come over and hang out tonight? No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Shut
bye.
up. You're missing the point.
No, I know. But I get what you're saying.
In certain circumstances, no, you don't have to justify why you don't want to go hang out with a bunch of strangers after work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
You are stronger than you know, but don't let it harden you. Being soft doesn't mean you're weak. It's finding a balance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes being uncomfortable is exactly what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in yourself. Tell the people you love that you love them.
Mm-hmm.
Being spontaneous can be fun. It is fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's no one else's job to make you happy.
That I think is a huge one. I think people look.
People can like add to your happiness,
but
they're...
I think people look outside for happiness, and it all comes from inside.
It's true.
You know, whether it's TV shows or things you buy or drink or whatever. Yeah.
And then you put unfair expectations on somebody else to like, cheer me up. And it's like, no.
That all comes from inside. And it's someone's learning that. It sucks, but it's good to know.
Here's one that I'm going to end off on because it's kind of timely since we are.
The last one, all right.
Well, since we are, going to be going on vacation in a couple of days, or maybe while this is up, I don't know. We're going to be gone.
Gen X Unfiltered, the European vacation.
But travel and spend your money on experiences, not things. You can't take that dress with you when you die. I've spent so many years being like, I can't afford to go on a trip. I have to pay for this. And of course, there's always priorities of what you have to pay for. But you know what? When I'm like 90 years old on my deathbed, I'm going to be like, oh man, I wish that I'm so happy I never, spent some money on going and experiencing things.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think stuff is true. It's not the same.
Exactly. Experiences make you grow and become a different person, and stuff just is stuff.
Well, and like memories too, right? Going somewhere, doing something new, something fun, something cool. You're gonna remember that, but you're not gonna be like, hey, remember that pair of jeans that I bought? And like, 1997, man, those were great jeans.
Let's not discount a great fitting pair of jeans, girl. But no, I'm kidding. Obviously.
No, obviously.
But I keep having the hiccups. But I guess it's one of those things where. How many times on this or on our other channel have we told stories from past vacations that we've all gone on, like a bunch of us friends have gone on? Like we talk about it all the time, right? Yeah. Those are memories that just like, there's always funny stories, you remember things, and those are what makes me happy.
Well, no, and that's, it's a totally different thing than buying stuff.
It's like a long-term benefit, and buying stuff is just a short-term, like with that retail therapy, whatever.
The dopamine hit.
They get that little dopamine hit from buying something, and then it fizzles.
Yeah, and it's like, I said, there's another shirt in the drawer.
I'm going to say I have never, ever regretted the money I've spent on a vacation or an experience.
No, same.
No, because even if even they're bad, it's still good. But not everything is a 5-star.
No. But I'm just
experience. But
I'm talking about an experience. So one that comes to my head is a couple of years ago. We went to Kingston and we did a ghost tour, and we all love doing ghost tours. And we're like, oh my god, it's Kingston! It's like the most haunted place ever. It's gonna be the best ghost tour of life. It was the shittiest ghost tour there ever was. Like it was just a horrible tour guide. He made shit up. I don't even know if he knew what he was talking about. It just did not fit the vibes, and it was expensive. It was like over $50 a ticket.
Yeah.
But even still, I'm not like, oh man, I wish I didn't spend that. It's funny because it's a funny story because we were laughing at the tour guide and the people, remember those crazy people on
we were
it?
laughing at how bad a tour was and stuff, right? Yeah.
So that's like an example of like a bad experience, but like it turned fun.
Well, remember we went to, a bunch of us all went to Boston. It was like 5, 6, 7, whatever. And it rained the whole trip.
Yeah.
But it was still tons of fun. And
there's hilarious stories.
But that just happens and you just roll with it. And
sometimes the like quote unquote worst or the bad things that happen end up being the most fun.
No, that's what I was saying. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't just because it's not the quote unquote perfect vacation doesn't mean it's not memorable and fun and enjoyable. It's just different.
Yeah, you can still make the best out of a bad situation.
All right, guys. I mean, this has been way too like retrospective for me.
Yeah, lots of but lots of good stuff in there.
Inner feelings and thoughts and stuff like that. And I think we all just need to, just basically we all just need to slow down. Sometimes take a breath and just.
I'm slowing right down.
I can't wait to retire.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I'm counting down.
I'm getting closer every day, and I keep looking forward to it.
And just be kind.
That's the golden rule.
Treat
kind. Others as you want to be treated.
You don't have to like everybody, but just be kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, but comment below. Let us know what you thought, what you think. If you have any other thoughts, we love to read them and hear from you guys.
Absolutely.
But that is it for today's podcast. We thank you so very much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye,
guys.
Yeah.
Bye.